Ladies and gentlemen, this is tonight's news. MLB pitcher Sean Jelly, his wife, has accused him of abusing her over the weekend. He denies it, saying that she gave him the signal for a knuckleball.
A musician from Trinidad and Tobago made headlines after playing the steel drum for 31 hours straight, or as Deadheads call it, a song.
And real quick, before we get into it all, Pope's Black Twitter. Let's just read what we got today. I love a bitch that's plumpity.
Pope, what are you doing?
Straight to the point.
I mean, look, I guess he's being honest, but
That's true. Can't lie.
the language.
Yeah. A little crass.
Pope's Black Twitter.
Plumpity.
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 It's good.
Whoever wrote that had to look that up and make sure it was a word. More used in England. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am Dave Landau.
I am Black Garrett, and with us is the great, the fantastic, Angela.
Yay!
Fans in the chat, fans in the chat. You just They tongue punch us every week.
I panicked.
That's right. They tongue punch.
Isn't Derek your friend?
There's my friend.
Angela's my friend.
There's an origin story to that.
Yeah, you don't need to tell them.
I won't.
Oh,
That's for us to know and you to find out.
What is it?
No.
Tell it.
No.
All right, tongue punch the like button.
Do it. And the bell. Hit that bell. Pay attention to the bell. We like it.
That's all you get.
That wasn't even good.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
you faked
It was
it.
like, I don't
You
even
faked
want-
that one.
Yeah, I fake them all, pal.
Yeah. Girls can't have no orgasms.
It's not real.
It's true. It's why they cut them clitorises off in
New York City. Dave, if people wanted to see you in real life, where could they go?
the new mayor's order. No clitorises in New York. They can come and see me this weekend. Matt McClary will be joining me in Grand Rapids at Dr. Grin's at the Bob. And then you can also see me July 12th at the Funny Bone in Des Moines, Iowa. Don Jameson from That Metal Show will be joining me. And QB, where you at?
You can find me on my channel, Black Garrett. That's right. We're going to be talking a little bit later about some Ezra Miller stuff. And I have a whole video series going down the rabbit hole on that.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out,
Very nice.
check that out after the show. Angela?
Yeah, I'm doing a watch along tomorrow night to Society. If you have never seen the movie Society,
I have not.
you should watch it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's a weird movie, you guys. So,
Check it out.
I'm excited.
yeah, I can tell.
I've not. No, I am. I'm not.
That's just default Dave. He was really excited.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
Have you ever seen me like that excited where I'm like, oh, great?
I'd be worried.
Corey Feldman.
No,
Well,
man.
I mean,
I don't even wear that shirt. We got the merch. I don't wear it. I just
I
want
wear
to
it.
frame it up.
I almost wore it tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've worn it a couple times where I go into a store and they go, was that show good? And I'm like, no.
Like,
But it was
Yeah.
great. Like, it was probably the best show I've been to, if that's what you're asking.
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
He puts his heart and soul into it.
It really does. You can see it on stage.
Joining us again today. Is he? God.
Yeah.
Please welcome my very dear friend, Derek Richards.
You asked me back, and then you sass me when I show up at your front door.
I feel like I have to.
Yeah, it's more of a courtzy.
I feel, yeah.
I feel
If
like
you were,
if it wasn't a playful ribbon,
if you went into like some jovial welcoming, I would think that was complete bullshit.
I'd probably be back on the sauce.
Yeah.
Got to check on him.
Which, by the way, thank you for the sauce for bringing that.
You're welcome. I brought it
Again,
back today. Yeah.
Delightful. Yes, you did.
You left it overnight. It's no trouble. Like I said, I was going to kill myself with it. All right, joining. I'm sorry, unalive myself. We're on
Yes,
YouTube. We don't want to get thrown off.
In Minecraft.
And joining us again today, I've known him a while. He's my brother.
So happy to be here.
He's a dirty birdie who's thrilled to be here. Mike Landau.
Woo!
Gotta throw a shout out to the buddies.
Who are the dirty birdies?
That's the it's a golf league. I'm in back home in Detroit, I've noticed that I gotta watch how I talk in this thing. I make a lot of weird noises and just breathe heavily and awkward. Did you notice that the other time?
I have Barrett's esophagus, so it might have been me.
I don't know what that is.
Possible.
Eventually I'll just be what Val Kilmer was, but it's just it's my esophagus has been destroyed from years of abusing it.
Bad pussy.
Bad pussy.
Happy to represent one of the top 3 golf courses.
You're the one that
in the
puts
city
it
of
in my
Detroit.
drink.
I think it's the top 3 golf courses, city of Detroit.
Very nice.
Is what?
Nice.
Where we play it at the Chandler Park.
Oh, that's the fine course.
Yes,
That's if you ever want to look at many burnt down homes and play a round of golf.
4.
While there are only 3 golf courses in the actual city of Detroit, we're still number 3.
It is a great place, though, if you want to just tee off of a dead prostitute.
They got a few. There's some more
I
Put the T right in the nipple,
If
right?
you want to play the whitest sport known to mankind and look at the most urban destruction known to
Yes.
humanity.
Well, it is definitely an urban sport in Detroit, and I actually like taking my son to there because they're patient.
Good.
Yeah,
It's a golf course where you can swing a glob and you can slice a ball 2 fairways over, and you still have a nice shot at the green from there.
yeah. It's also next to a freeway,
As long as you don't land in the Kool-Aid pond.
so if you hit,
Gotta watch out. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
Dangerous.
I mean, it's what it's called. I think you're allowed to say.
We
that.
do call it it definitely has that purple look to it.
Purple look to it.
It's
It's
no
a
one.
combination of bacteria and if there were any fish that ever lived in it, kind of.
And grape drink.
There's no fish.
So lean.
Definitely grape drink.
It's 2 blocks from where everybody bought coke and weed. Like it's not.
That sounds like every street in
You
Detroit.
can actually see an old liquor store, Broncos, where we used to.
It's burnt down now.
Yeah, it was across the street from there. You can see it where we bought booze in the 90s.
Yeah, that's when your friend. I burnt a smiley face into the back of his car and blamed it on you.
You know, it's a rough neighborhood when the liquor store is even run down.
When the liquor store packs up and says, we're done with this shit.
That was
Lock the doors.
It was next to
go.
a rent by the hour hotel that still has the shell of it.
that one shut. No.
Really?
They revamped it and
They
reopened
seriously
it.
renovated it?
I swear to God, and
Why?
it has like a palm tree on it to make it feel like you're in paradise.
Well, sure. You.
Well, you got to be fancy.
You would be.
You're gonna be in paradise.
You can feel like
It
you're
is
getting,
wait.
now you're getting AIDS in St. Thomas.
It is called the Paradise Hotel, isn't it?
it's
Or motel.
yeah.
I don't want to throw the hotel. I mean, it is a hotel,
Being generous.
Yeah, it is.
but yeah, that's.
You got to fill up on prep before you go there.
Oh yeah,
You really,
Lot of anal.
really take it devastatingly.
Oh,
yeah. There's a lot of that.
Dirty birdie.
A lot of that
Dirty
anal.
birdie.
that's the dirty birdie.
It's a hole in one you don't want. Jesus. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And let's get into this. A huge 10-foot wide metallic orb slammed into a residential area in Indiana on June 18th. Unfortunately, it didn't hit anything. It's got a door and resembles a space pod, but it's completely spherical. No logos, no clues, just a random drop from above.
Oh.
So this thing fell in a neighborhood last night. Luckily, it missed all the houses and cars and people. Everyone was safe. Does anyone know what it is?
There's the military.
The military sprung for a flatbed.
Jack's towing.
Military's like, hey, Home Depot.
For effect. It's like 8mm.
Hey, can you pick up
8mm is the snuff film movie.
Hey, it is.
Wait a second.
What's the one with the alien in the train?
Super 8.
Men in Black.
Great. Yeah. You
Can you imagine if you
Angela
wanted to
got it.
watch Super 8 with your kids and you just toss on 8mm and leave the room? Oh. It's just snuff film.
Oh, it's way different.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's like, this isn't right. Did you guys like the alien? You're like, who's that? Is that the guy who called himself the beast or whatever? Slices her throat.
It was a horrifying.
Anyway, We have heard some excuses about what it is.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Nobody's really saying.
Of course not.
Aliens.
But we, in tonight's half-assed top 10, have some ideas.
Wow.
That was good.
Sorry. I added a bonus.
It was good.
You're welcome.
Number 10, QB.
The used oil tank at a Diddy party.
Nice.
It's true. They shoot those into space.
They do.
Number 9, Angela.
Oprah's clit ring.
That smelled terrible.
Good Lord.
The right size.
Stench of that.
Like how you presented that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oprah's clit ring. It could have been a clit ring. Number 8, Michael. Mike.
Planned Parenthood's space dumpster.
Number 7, Derek.
Somalia's attempt at a nuke.
Number 6, the Epstein client list.
Pretty accurate.
Could be in there all bunched up.
Number 5, the moon prop from when Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing.
That's right.
Number 4, one of Fauci's Beagle urns.
Yep.
A lot of beagles fit in there.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
But not nearly as many as he killed. That's why it's one of the urns.
One.
Right, yeah.
There you go, Michael.
It's the Shaquille O'Neal's Prince Albert.
That's a cock ring, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like Oprah's clit ring, but on Shaquille.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one smells worse?
Oprah's for sure.
Oprah's, yeah.
Oprah's for sure. Yeah.
Oprah's, yeah.
I'd rather go down on Shaquille's dick.
No, Shaquille's dick goes down on you.
Yeah, there's
You got to sit there at dinner with it.
Like, hey,
Where's Shaquille
call it
tonight?
back.
it's wrapped around my leg like a python.
Let me go.
Number 2.
Just opens the urethra hole and starts swallowing.
No.
Where'd he go, Shaq's dickhead?
It happens. Number 2, a catapult pallet filled with Mexicans.
That's a good shot to get it up to
you could stuff a lot of
Indianapolis.
Right.
Yeah.
Good catapult. And number 1, Dave.
Is all of Hollywood actresses' original noses.
My God.
That is not far off.
And that is half-assed top 10.
I was waiting for your addition.
I'm
depressed.
I bailed on that one. I'm sorry.
Well, I think it's a miracle that nobody was hit by this giant space ball.
That is a miracle.
That is a
It
miracle.
really is.
You think it's an ad for Spaceballs too?
I hope so.
You think
That would be great.
Had something to do with Yogurt the Hut being 98 years old trying to drive something?
Yes.
I love Mel Brooks, don't get me wrong, but he's not even going to have to put on makeup to play Yogurt this time.
No. Well, I love Mel Brooks. He's one of my favorite people ever.
Oh.
It's just when he tried to redo History of the World. It just I know the Sam who was in the movie, and he directs from somewhere else, like over a TV screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a COVID thing?
No, I think it was just he's
just
very
what he does.
old, dude. Yeah. So
Wait a minute. He tried to read. They
Yeah, they did.
History of
They
the
made
World.
History
They
of the
did?
World Part 2 for Hulu.
It had to be terrible.
Oh,
And this one has
that
Josh
had to-
Gad. You know who Josh
That had
Gad
to-
is?
Yeah.
That
He's writing it.
Suck.
The thing about Josh Gad, though, is he was the original choice and in Book of Mormon.
Yeah, he did.
Right, yeah, that's where
That.
where
Yeah.
he came from, yeah.
Because Trey Parker and Matt Stone both found him like easy to deal with and a normal person because they hate actors.
Really?
He was back then.
He's the chubby
now.
chubby kid with the black curly hair, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Olaf.
He was on that show that
Yeah.
lasted a season. Penn.
Oh, with him and Billy Crystal?
He played like the president's kid who was like a half-tard.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember
Something
it.
pencil. Yeah.
Hunter Biden.
Yes.
That's reality.
Before it happened, but before they got there.
Him and Billy Crystal had a show on FX, though, that was pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah. But it only lasted like one season.
Right.
Because I don't think people care about Billy Crystal anymore.
Well, that's sad.
Which I think if you read 700 Sundays, you're going to regret that. It's a very good book.
I like Billy Crystal.
And his one-man show. You know what else I like?
What's that?
Miracle Made Sheets.
So good.
The weather is heating up.
This time of year?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, dude. It is unbelievable out there. That's why I'm glad that I am going home to some temperature-regulating Miracle Made Sheets.
That's right. Also, they wick away bacteria.
99.7% of bacteria
right.
is wicked away by these sheets that keep you cool.
And they're infused with silver.
Yep.
So they keep you cold.
Cooler than Joe Camel on a motorcycle or shooting pool. They keep your temperature right where you want it to be. And you can upgrade your sleep right now as the weather heats up. Go to trymiracle.com/normal. That's trymiracle.com/normal to try Miracle Made Sheets today. Angela, do you have a set?
I do.
How do you like them?
Love them.
What about you?
I got one.
I think everybody's got one.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What about you, Derek?
I do not.
Okay, that's
Oh,
what
all right. Okay.
we're looking for you to lie.
That's why.
Are those ones that are inspired by NASA?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It
are.
is.
Oh, I've got at least 3 sets.
Any sensible person does.
Well, that's what I do. I give them to my family as gifts, and they thank me. That's why my brother has them.
You've got the dog sleep in the bed, no problem, because of all that,
The Wiccan.
the wicking of the bacteria.
That's right.
Yep. That's why you can have dogs in your bed, because it just is like, get out of here, bacteria.
Yeah, we don't need you.
Nope. And whether you're buying them for yourself or a gift for a loved one, as I have, if you order today, right now,
Right now,
what do you get?
you get 40% off.
What?
40. That's 40% off.
And with- What? More?
a whole towel set.
Yeah.
No.
3-piece. 3-piece.
And then at
Picture
checkout, you know what you get?
What's that?
Extra 20%.
On top?
Plus full 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. That means if you're not enjoying your sleep, they'll go, hey, here's all your money back. Take it. We don't care because you didn't enjoy sheets that we know are good.
Yeah.
So go to trymiracle.com/normal and use the code NORMAL to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40%. That's right. Again, that's trymiracle.com/normal. Give yourself a little treat.
Do
And do it now.
As a finance major, that's fucking crazy.
I know, right?
It was great.
I lost track of all the discounts there.
So many.
Discounts.
You get so many, you don't even know. By the time you get them, you're like, were these free? But they feel so good on my body, I don't even care. And thank you very much, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode.
Mike, can I get a set of those sheets from you? He doesn't give me shit.
I got you covered.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
They may be used. I'll wash them.
All right, thanks. Cool.
You don't have to because they wick away.
No, you
That's
have.
valid.
I got you liquor.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I love you. Thank you.
Well, I know what opens your heart. Mm-hmm. So, OnlyFans. Anybody on it?
I got one.
You are, aren't
You
you?
got a profile?
You are?
Yes.
No.
I feel like you are.
Why would you feel like I am?
The face you were making.
Well, I was trying to be funny.
Okay.
It wasn't a funny face. That was I'm worried.
That was I'm making millions of dollars.
Cut. It's like so we can see the rhythm of the joke. No offense to anybody in the booth. I know it's your first day.
What's going on with
You're doing a great
OnlyFans?
I know they do.
Fantastic.
Visit my OnlyFans.
They know I tease.
I've never been on it because you have to pay for it.
I'm not giving a bitch money. I got a wife.
I know, right?
You sit there paying
at home.
Mr. Romance.
What? You got to pay some girl who's hot to get a private plane? You out of your mind?
In fairness, the Cash Me Outside girl got $1 million when she turned 18 on OnlyFans.
She's worth way more than that now.
She's a horrible.
She makes like
person.
$3 million a week or
What's
something.
her name? Bad Barbie?
Bad baby.
Bad baby.
Baby, yeah.
Baby, baby.
Oh, it's Bad Baby.
Bad baby. Bad baby. Bad baby.
With
Bad
some
baby.
H's in there.
That means an entire country of people, not an entire, but a good portion of it, was like, boy, I can't wait until this awful child turns 18 so I can masturbate to her. And then they paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Then they were already masturbating to her ahead of time.
Well, yeah.
Now it's just legal.
It's like when you would watch the Olsen twin movies when they were kids. Am I alone?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Howard Stern as well, but
So
Do you remember they would have countdown clocks? for
yes, it was
people?
messed up.
there was a whole
Yeah.
website. It was we were okay with it.
Yeah, everybody's fine with it.
I say we in more like the general sense.
Well, when you're
Countdown
like,
clocks. Oh, when somebody turned 18?
Yeah.
they did that for the Olsen twins when I was younger.
I did that for
Countdown
Hermione.
clock?
Yeah.
I do not remember that. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, thank God you didn't. You were much older. If
I
you
know.
were like, oh, I remember.
That would've
I
been
always
weird.
used to appreciate Bob Saget's quick joke of always how he fucked the Olsen twins before they were famous. It was just so good.
So classic, right?
R.I.P. man.
He really was the best.
So good.
Yeah, it's so sad what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's oof. Yeah, well, they did it with Miley Cyrus,
Okay.
and when she came out riding a balloon.
Pole.
Yeah, a pole. Yeah, and then a wrecking ball.
And her dad
She
was
leaned
like,
into it.
great job,
Dad
baby.
really was
Great
just
job.
like, I hurt her.
I made those hams.
Can you imagine making achy breaky heart, and we're like, we got to make a kid to keep this going and get her a
Gotta
TV
fuck
show.
her up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
Achy breaky money's going
I
away.
forgot she was riding that. Yeah,
It's like an
She was
ice cream
finger
truck.
blasting herself with like one of those giant foam #1 fingers. She was all.
yeah.
How do you even make something like that?
She also did a video of her peeing on a tire for some reason. Remember that?
Not peeing. She was like swinging on a wrecking ball.
No. I mean
was
the
a
video
separate
when she's
video.
outside, like peeing in the daylight, hiding behind a car.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the wrecking ball. She's swinging back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about.
Yeah, I do.
I finger blasted
ever-
myself with a,
did you
with a,
have
with
a
a foam finger.
I remember when she came out like basically naked at like the MTV
Yeah.
Music Awards. And it's like, isn't that disgusting? I'm like, yeah, it's real gross.
horrible
horrible.
what she's doing up there twerking. all
I
over.
should watch this longer to make sure it's as disgusting as I think it
You
is.
sit down and put this pillow over my lap.
She just slid her slime all over that wonderful dad from the Growing Pains son.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
she
was a whole
dated
thing.
Robin Thicke.
I don't know.
Robin
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Alan Thicke was great. He taught us a lot of lessons growing up.
He did.
Yeah.
Mike Seaver's in this building more than you might think.
Mike Seaver? There's a big
Yeah.
Jesus thing here, huh?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
He found God after his sister Carol found a lot of meth.
No, she
No.
didn't. She was never into it.
Jodie
What are you
Sweetin.
talking about?
No,
Jodie
no.
Sweetin.
Jodie Sweetin was into it.
No, Jodie Sweet. What did Carol get into?
Nothing. Candace Cameron was always into God.
No.
I think.
Carol, the other sister on.
Growing
one.
pains.
Yeah, you got to look this up.
Oh, no, you talking about Tracy Gold?
Yes,
She
Tracy
was
Gold.
bulimic.
Oh, I thought she got really into the drugs too.
She may have, but her main thing was an eating disorder. If you want to look that up, I believe it was an eating disorder. But her sister on that, yeah, his sister and his friend Boner,
Boners to Bone.
yeah,
They found Boner pretty stiff in a park.
yes, Boner. Well, he took his own life. It was quite sad, and you would have never thought that by a character they named Boner and stuck that with him the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
He blue chewed it up.
Is there anything on Tracy Gold?
Yeah, it was an eating disorder.
Eating disorder.
That was
right.
it. No drugs.
Too bad.
Now, was it bulimia or
Wow, way to hang
Mix
that on her.
of both.
Mike.
I'm reading.
I feel
job.
horrible now.
all the
should.
fat jokes they would write on the show.
Are you serious?
For her. Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
She's
man.
never
Yeah.
fat.
That's so sad.
Well, why did Ben become homeless? Because of all the Dollar Millionaire commercials he was on?
The
What now?
Ben
The young-
Seaver. No, Ben's
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Are we jumping to a different show?
Ben Seaver is
Sorry, Ben Seaver was the brother that was not adopted, which the adopted one was
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
The youngest brother was
My
Ben
first
Seaver.
brush ever.
Leo.
Leo on growing
Leo
pains.
on Growing
yeah.
Pains.
That was my brother's first crush.
It
Also,
was. I had the poster.
it was
It's still hanging in your office.
I would sing to it every night. I'd be like, "Show me that smile again.
Show me that smile again.
Take your shirt off and show me." What?
OnlyFans.
It's okay. It's not weird. I was kind of an AC Slater. No,
Well, who wasn't?
I mean
He was just recently served.
what?
No,
Yeah.
what you're thinking of too
With
is
that long mullet.
yeah.
Oh, that was
It was like a Jerry curl on AC Slater.
and he sat
Lopez.
spread eagle every time he sat down. He would flip a chair around and just be spread eagle and leaning in. What's up, guys? My dick.
stuff to talk to the camera.
And yeah, I mean, dude, Zach Morris could pause time.
He could.
But
He had-
you're
he had powers.
thinking the brother on Growing Pains who lot of AIDS. Or no, who's the boss?
No, that's the AIDS one's definitely who's
No,
the
that's
boss.
w's the boss, yeah.
No,
He ended
that-
up with AIDS.
Oh,
Angela. That's not for you. That's Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
Angela.
Angela. I can't really do it. It sounds like more Stallone.
Con was the one that disappeared
like his
for
brother.
15 years and then
Yeah.
showed up on the
Jack Danza.
the dollar millionaire commercials for McDonald's.
What was it?
He showed up. He said, "I'm a dollar millionaire" instead of millionaire, where he could afford all the dollar menus on the McDonald's commercial. Ben Seaver,
Yes.
whatever he
Don't
grew up
exist
to
anymore.
be.
Which also ended up being a giant scam, and they made a documentary about it because the dude who worked there would hand out the money and take half.
Mike's got a lot of McDonald's commercial facts.
He does.
Some references. A lot of.
He dated Grimace in the 90s.
Oh, really? How was that?
He still doesn't know what gender.
She basically was a giant gumball. What was it? A gumdrop.
Dick's still purple.
You could put it in anywhere. It was just squished.
It's just, it was all holes.
Everything was an option.
Just be taking Grimace from behind in the ball pit. Tell me your secrets. Yeah, that's yeah. I had a good old Grimace. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Tracy Gold, she had her issues, but no, Candace Cameron was always very religious, and then Jodie Sweetin got into meth.
Did you see the recent Jodie Sweetin? She was in the protests in L.A.
Yeah, well, she's very pro.
Is she the Full House one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the one that wants to give all the clean needles and all that stuff away to people for free.
I'm before that. I think you can give them clean needles.
They had a great. There was a great.
They're going to
TikTok
share them
video.
anyway, but
Right,
you
yeah.
can pretend.
I think you should like throw them into them.
I mean, out of the gate, they're clean.
Yeah.
She's still pretty top heavy. She's well
Yeah.
endowed up there. But they took her. They kind of threw her off from the. She was climbing up the side of an embankment on the expressway, and they kind of grabbed her and pulled her back. She turned around, just fell over on her tits.
So she's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Safety.
she was. Yeah, she had double protection.
Yeah, I don't know if those were fake or not, or those just...
No.
No, they're
No,
not.
that's-
Those just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you got done with all the meth, they
Yeah.
just naturally came into play.
I read her book. It's called Unsweetened. It's actually an interesting book about her ventures into crystal meth.
Really?
Yeah.
Their cop husband.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how bad it got for her. And she did bounce back. No pun intended. She did jiggle her way back. But good for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care what she's into. I just, I like her tits.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, this has been such a
This
convoluted.
is a whole OnlyFans. We said OnlyFans and then went on a
Somehow
Just full house.
Exactly.
Jodie Sweetin's come back to that. Is there a
I met Mike Seaver here, though.
yeah?
Yep. Took a picture. He was walking out.
Guess what? Who does do OnlyFans and stuff like that?
Mike Seaver?
No, the tall redhead from Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Judy from
Yeah, buddy.
If Topanga jumps on there, I guess I'm going to go broke.
She did some Playboy.
that's a
Panga did Playboy?
Yeah.
Panga, yeah.
Topanga.
Could you pull a
Panga.
picture up of this?
We need to investigate.
We can on this network, but you can later.
I don't believe this.
Do it. Yeah, do it later.
Yeah. Look up Topanga naked and then watch Feds storm your room.
He's an adult now?
Because the pictures that come up.
It's like 1995.
It's wrong photo. Wrong.
I want to specify the year.
This raid that I'm watching is so lifelike.
Yeah.
But she's not the only one. The one from Boy Meets World, the younger sister that disappeared in the middle of the show.
Oh yeah. her.
She also from freaking Family Matters. Judy.
Oh, yeah. Well, and
Disappeared.
also...
I thought she did porn though.
Yeah.
Family Matters, and then
Well, we were talking about the redhead from Boy Meets World.
No, Reginald Vell Johnson didn't do porn. He just got railed by Diddy.
and Uncle Carl.
And Uncle Phil.
I'm sure it's on film
That's
though.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Carl was at a couple of those Diddy parties.
He was. Was it Uncle Carl? I think it was his
It's
dad.
Carl
Winslow.
Carl Winslow.
You're thinking
Uncle
Uncle
Phil.
Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Carl was there.
Uncle Phil. He liked to.
You got me fucked up.
He was a
Thinking
ball
from the
smoker, right?
Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
He's a
thought.
Broadway
yeah.
actor. But he was great. I mean,
Like Shredder.
Uncle Phil was awesome.
I asked if he was a pole smoker, and your response was, "He's a Broadway actor."
I got to be honest. I mean,
yeah, you're not really off. You're not missing the mark there, but
people are like, Hugh Jackman's wife, it's strange she stayed with her. She's so homely. And it's like, yeah, that's why.
there's a reason for it.
You ever see The Showman?
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever just watch anything he's in? I mean, look, I love him as Wolverine, and I very much enjoy The Prestige. But the man dances like
A dandy.
a dandy.
He does. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
And you know what? You know who my first crush was really hardcore?
But
Jennifer Aniston.
All right.
Really?
You had the Rolling Stone magazine that she was in, and then you cut the pictures out and had them on your wall.
Yep.
that's like an episode of Law and Order SVU.
But I peed in his bed for funsies, and he came home and found it.
On your OnlyFans? You peed in his
yeah,
bed?
yeah.
Said you peed.
It was the early days of the internet. It was going to Only Dave's, and it was just an absolute. It was a shit show. We got rated pretty bad. I was 12, so, but I did, and then he took shampoo and sprayed it all over my Jennifer Aniston photos, so it had looked as if I had masturbated all over them, and my mom
That's a
came
good
in
one.
and cleaned. So OnlyFans. What? What do you think? Let's just go. Who do you states that watch do OnlyFans
Spend
the most?
money.
Spend the most money on
Oh,
OnlyFans.
which states?
Which states?
We guess.
All
Don't
right.
look at the paper. Just take
I would
guesses.
I would say North Dakota
Okay.
or like in Nebraska. I'm thinking of like areas that are just
Desolate.
there's nothing there.
Okay.
I'm going to say
Idaho.
Texas or something because like porn is banned here now.
Oh, so it's like a repressed kind of thing. So maybe somewhere in the South.
Well, yeah, you got to get it somehow. What are you going to use your imagination?
Yeah. Then you
Well,
ruin
somebody
your
does.
wall. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with you. I'm thinking like Idaho.
Is
Yeah,
this
I
per
could see
capita?
that.
Got a lot of money
or
there?
Is it
Potato money.
total?
It's total money.
Oh, total.
I mean, that's the problem. And you'd think it would. I don't know. California's got so many dirty hippies. I don't know if they really spend it on that.
That's where they make it.
Dirty hippies. Like it's 1968. It has homeless people and billionaires.
The billionaires don't need it. The
like
homeless
these-
can't afford it.
You're like
So
these
there's your
god-
problem.
That's true.
Goddamn Manson family.
So where do you have left? A real good circle. You know what? I'm thinking this is gonna be a shot in the dark, but let's go with Pennsylvania.
Okay, I can see that.
All right.
You're, I think one of you is right.
Really?
Nevada came in second, followed by Colorado, then Illinois, and Iowa. But the number one, West Virginia.
Where's
Number one state that spends money on OnlyFans.
Mama?
West
Virginia.
Virginia.
West Virginia.
barely
Take me
even
home.
has like.
Come on.
What's their population?
That's what I mean, though. If you're sitting there banging your sister all day, you want to
Country
go and
road.
look at anybody else.
There
But
is
the
a lot
money,
of-
the money spent on it, I'm surprised.
Yeah, what
because
is
Well, I mean, think about the opioid epidemic. They figured it out somehow. They're probably just stealing catalytic converters. So
Flipping it.
in Hollywood, a private wedding at Disneyland Paris was called off when management realized the bride was only 9 years old.
Jesus.
Disney CEO Bob Iger allegedly apologized, stating, "We are disgusted someone would try to marry a 9-year-old. You don't marry 9-year-olds. You send them to a Hollywood casting couch. I mean, that's just gross. Eventually that girl will be 18, and what's the thrill in that? We work hard on promoting gender-fluid pedophilia on Disney+, not love and commitment. Yuck." The man who tried to wed the girl said, "It's just I heard that French girls don't shave their pits, so I got one young enough where he wouldn't have to worry about that." Many people in France, however, were very upset about this and the wedding being called off. And I don't mean the French, I mean the people that migrated there and ruined Paris.
Man, did you see the party over the weekend?
Yeah,
A lot of Frenchmen.
a lot of Frenchmen
Lot of
over there.
tans.
A lot of them. That is for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into this. Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. Back in the news.
Ezra Miller is getting candid about the series of scandals that has plagued his
God.
career.
this picture,
Look at
That's a great shot.
New look.
the scarf really sells it.
Yeah, ties it all together.
the does. The Flash actor whose pronouns they, them, which I will still be calling him, First made headlines in 2020 when footage of him choking a woman at a bar in Iceland surfaced on social media.
I got the whole deep dive. Going what
He
you
looks like the guy who played Mario on the TV series. Except he's got the...
Yeah.
Is he sure about that?
He looks like he's got the... Oh, why can't I think of the dude? From Hollywood Squares.
It's kind of... What is that, like an ascot or something like that?
It's an ascot.
Paul Lynde?
Paul Lynde. It's a Paul Lynde ascot.
Yeah.
I think that's a ascot in a remake of like a Scooby-Doo gay porn thing.
Yeah,
Usually
that's true.
wear a shirt.
Yeah, he's got a dirty Captain Hook look.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my God.
He's like, welcome. We're always going to be children here. And they're like, you're 30. He's like, no, but you're not. So
My Lost Boys.
Looks like he runs a tilt-a-whirl at the fair.
well, which fair,
He
though?
did for a while.
Any fair.
Yeah.
Really?
I just figured it'd have to be slightly high end.
I was going to say a pedo carny, but I'm pretty sure that carny and pedo kind of go
That's the same thing.
Redundant.
We were filming a show. I don't know if we talked about this. Did we talk about this on here?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We should mention this.
Yeah.
We were filming a show, and it's at a carnival, and somebody used the word carny, and a woman flew out the door, more angry than I think I've ever seen anybody, and was like, you don't use the word carny. And she was a carny. She goes, you don't use the word carny. That's like calling a black person the N-word.
Okay.
And we were all like, I don't think it is.
Because you're saying carny.
You're saying carny.
And you didn't say
The hard E.
Oh, and she yeah, she had the hard E, and she can say it because she is a carny.
Yeah, I guess.
She made us quit filming early.
That's right.
She was like, get out of here.
We had to leave and quit filming early because of somebody using the word carny as if it was a racial. I'm not joking.
Did she have small hands, smell of cabbage?
To say the least.
Is that what he says? Is it cabbage or garbage? I can't
Either
remember
way,
when Austin Powers.
Smell of cabbage.
One of his two fears in life, carny folk.
Yeah. I would say yes. I mean, the teeth were definitely not all present. A bit like a picket fence in an old neighborhood that didn't turn out well.
Oh, I thought like a piano that crashed in a
Yeah,
cartoon.
That's a fair, it's a better analysis.
So was she in charge?
Instant imagery.
Yes, she was in charge, and she made sure nobody used the word carny. Yeah.
Damn.
She would like owned the fair that we were using to shoot, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Jigger,
That's
please.
right.
You don't use the word carny. Because we all remember when carnival folk used to get the crap beat out of them.
Yeah.
Work our fields.
Get lynched.
Right? When they
They're oppressed,
when they all
right?
came here on a ship.
Yeah, when they...
All together.
Carny folk were never allowed to vote.
No.
It's true.
They
They had their own water fountains.
it's because felons aren't allowed to.
Although carny folk should probably have their own water fountains.
Yes.
Yeah, they should.
If anybody deserves a separate water fountain, it's a carny folk.
Why would you want them at your front lunch counter? There's other people eating. You clearly
God.
should be in the back. I mean, you shouldn't even be in the restaurant. You should be served outside like Lady and the Tramp, just without the candle.
Just in the alley.
I so hope she is surfing YouTube right now and finds this episode. That would be fantastic.
You got a carny and they just walk you through the restaurant next to the dumpster.
They're like, oh, thank you. This is nice.
I told you this place is good.
It's a fancy restaurant.
Like, you can have anything from our food box. And they just point at the dumpster.
I told you this is a good place.
Pizza in a cup.
Yep.
It's the best pizza in a cup.
It's amazing. Are these real elephant ears? No, they're not. Everything there, too, it's like, I don't know what to order, but something just has to give me, like, earth-shaking diarrhea later.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
At a carnival?
Oh, yeah, like deep-fried Oreos.
everything.
Oh, I had
Deep
so
fried
many.
butter.
I don't know.
You did. You ate a lot. I'm not saying that as an... I
I
didn't
don't
mean
take
like
it as when I did. It
It's
was
amazing
great.
how you can
What
put
don't
down
they
carnival
deep-
food. I was like, holy crap.
It's all deep fried, everything there is. And it tastes delicious, but yeah, there's going to be a consequence to that. You're going to shit your pants.
It all slides down.
Feels like
I
sin.
can't eat
Not
anything
me.
without it being a problem. No, she's fine.
I got the stomach of a
Iron
billy goat.
stomach.
Like you're telling me you could go to a carnival and put down an elephant ear with like
did.
extra
I
butter?
did. I had
did.
3 orders of fried Oreos in one night, and I shit fine.
Yep.
That's That's impressive.
Yeah.
The only thing that
You know
sucked
what?
was I wanted to rob, and I'm bringing it up again, an ATM van, and she was supposed to be part of it and left.
I'm pretty sure that's that movie we're talking about.
No, it's
Well, it's
literally
close.
Real life.
It's kind of close, but yeah, it's
She didn't back him up.
no. This was an ATM van
Dude, they were
that
taking
wasn't working.
forever.
Nobody was around. There's no cameras even there, and it was just an ATM van where the back door was unlocked, and all I had to do was open that door, fill that Cherokee with money, and drive home.
Really?
And she left.
Whoa.
I will
Well,
never forgive
they
her
were-
for that.
I was really all worked up, and I really was
split it.
excited about that Oreo situation where you shit solid, but then he left him there where he could have got all that
I'm
free
gonna
money.
be honest. I
right?
had to. Okay.
Is that why?
Yes.
See?
So it wasn't a solid shit. You had to
See?
get home and literally
I
shit
knew
out
it
your
was
triple Oreo.
Man.
I knew
it.
it was. I was like, stop eating all that. We got to rob an
Nobody
ATM.
could
We
eat
have work to do.
3 deep fried Oreos,
And we're not going to
the other-
stop at 7 rest areas on the way out of here when we're trying to make our getaway.
No, you can't be doing. That's why.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
knew
be
it was
lean on the
something.
run.
It's got to be what it is.
I figured she would do it.
Now let me
Maintain my feminine
hang on for,
mystery.
no, for only because he brings up Robin.
All hawking down pizza in a cup. I don't want him to not think I'm a lady.
I'll have that foot-long hot dog.
Only because he brings up trying to rob.
Every time we go
Like
anywhere.
Lady and the Tramp. I'll have a
Delicious.
footlong hot dog for-
Trying to rob an ATM out of what was it?
Only because he tries to rob an ATM that's attached to a van. Oh, and this is actually cool because
a
it's
The perfect crime.
like the last day that we're getting hang here. This is like looking at you is like reading his Carfax. It's like how much. And I read his book, and I mean, it's of all the stories that he tells, how much of a piece of shit was he actually?
David?
Yeah.
Oh, he did some really shitty things. The ones that I would get really mad about is when they affected me. Like I usually would be like, oh, I'd just see him do something like, you're such a fucking idiot. But I mean, we did that back and forth. There's things I did stupid, but David found lucrative ways to make bad decisions, which just affected me negatively. There was
Such as?
well, our dad's gas car, that was a good one.
What now?
What was that?
So our dad had, I think it was an Amoco. This was back when gas was like $1 a gallon. He'd go through it if he saw we spent like $1.19 a gallon on premium. Why would you get premium and lose his shit on us? No, when he would occasionally buy a carton of cigarettes and maybe sell half of them, keep the rest of them. But then he'd
Fairness,
sign.
that was only $20.
But then he would like sign my name or put somebody else. I'm like, I didn't buy this shit on
And the
here.
gas
Like,
card purchase?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd sign his name.
And while he's 15 or no, 16. I'm sorry. They're like, what would you like with that $12 fill up you had, which was the best part about the 90s, I think. Mm-hmm. I'll take how much would I think a carton of cigarettes at that point was what, $25, $27?
$20 for Newports, at least at the time.
So then he'd sell the packs for even a discount price at that, so that he could go buy a gram bag of weed on Bewick in the middle of the hood.
That's a businessman decision. That's
So David would get 5 packs of cigarettes, a bag of weed, and a full tank of gas on my dad, and then we'd both get the shit kicked out of us and then we both lose our credit cards because of him.
I never had a credit card.
It was the Amoco card.
But he'd let us use the Amico card to get gas.
Well, after a few of those run-ins, that stopped pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was bad.
Okay, what else?
What else did he do?
Oh, there's got to be. Well, I mean, because again, you read the book and you hear his
There's a lot of
stories on
arrests,
stage,
yeah.
and I've known him for a long time. But to actually have somebody who was with him
The toga.
when all this shit was going down.
I mean, I was there one of the best one was the toga night when they pulled him over with the toga on.
I was unconscious.
We had been drinking
I need to add some context.
So we started drinking the night before for toga night. So we probably started at Sam's house
That's correct. In the morning, I did coke.
Yeah, I still have photos of people passed out on. I got a picture of Bryce passed out on a toilet. I got a picture of other people passed out in the backyard because they would drink all night.
And he
David
was
just kept
passed
going.
out I just kept going because I was on coke.
And then he got to school and he continued. I don't even know how much he went to school. I think we had a half day, right?
I wouldn't know.
I don't even know if we went to school the whole day. I mean, when that story is, though, he was pulled over like in the afternoon. We're talking like 4 o'clock or something like that. Sleeping at a stoplight. This wasn't like 3 a.m. This is like
midday the next day.
Exactly. Like, we just kept, like, everybody went to school completely shit-faced. And somehow, I don't know if it was people. I don't know how none of us really got in trouble. And he didn't even get in trouble for that. I think.
No, I did.
Well, what'd you get? Advisement because our friend's mom was the judge with everybody else? So we get put on.
No, that was a referee one. I got in trouble for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I did ketamine.
Oh, those weren't fun.
That was one of the ones I got. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Usually we just get in trouble and they put us on a thing called advisement, which said it was like a joke probation that said, don't do anything again over 12 months and you'll be fine. And then you go in front of the same judge 6 months later, you get put on advisement again while on advisement already. And you do community service, you go see our dad, and our dad would pay you while you were doing community service to fix up the baseball diamonds where he was the president of.
This isn't bad. I mean, you were still doing community service, but you're also putting in a hard day's work.
And getting paid for it and not having to do anything else for the community. Well, it was still at the community, though, so we got it going for us.
It was like double secret advisement.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they really, they didn't want to send you to a Detroit jail.
Right.
Because they wanted you to have, you couldn't at that time. You would just get the crap beat out of you.
Right.
That's why I ended up in like mental hospitals. I ended up in rehab in different places before I did weekend in jail, stuff like that. But you would never spend you're never going to go down to Wayne County and they're like, good luck.
Now, were you with him, Mike, when you did that like a Scared Straight program?
No. You weren't part of it? No. When he goes, oh no. That story?
Yes, that story.
You went from school, though, for that, didn't you?
Remember how many times you've been fucked up your ass, Mr. James? The guy was about 50, and he goes, and this end was for real. And he just stared at me.
Mr. James, no.
It's a real story. Yeah, he goes,
Then you busted out laughing.
Yeah, and they did too. They're like, we ain't all gay. We ain't gonna fuck you. That's what they said. But yeah,
they got awkward about it. They were
like, it was funny.
We ain't gay, though.
Was a guy, this dude's in the back of the jail. And the one guy just goes, yeah. He goes, you don't think we're serious? How many times you been fucked up your ass, Mr. James? And just behind him he goes, about 50? He goes, and isn't it for real? For real. And I just like started laughing. And like you're walking through and they'd be like, who's the one with the earring? And I'm like, not me.
Yeah.
He's like, I like that one. Yeah, they mess with you hard. But then after that, I burst out laughing, and they burst out laughing. That was what I loved. Is we ain't all gay.
The first time you told me that story, I was fucking dying. That's why I didn't know if you were tied in with him at that time when he went there.
No, there were a lot of times it was either one of us were always getting into some form of trouble. David was better behaved until probably I don't know by freshman in high school. Our mom used to always, it didn't matter. David one day was so drunk and he thought he was a ninja. He jumped down the stairs to try to, I think, kung fu chop one of my buddies. Yeah. And completely missed him. And,
It would have been nice, though, the connection.
Then my mom's sitting there screaming at me for getting him drunk. I'm like, the fuck did I do? Nothing to do with this shit. So, like, no matter what he did, my mom, it somehow turned out to be my fault. Like, I would get David would get bad grades. David that's not what his talents are. And then I would get bad, like not as good of grades. And then she'd be like, you're as dumb as dog shit. I'm like, wait a second.
No, I was
older brother. Amen.
Many times.
It was also even.
It was also all F's, and then I had an A in video. So I mean, she wasn't wrong.
No, Dave. I don't think he ever. My mom would like sit there and do homework with me, and I'd be like, "Why does David get to go and watch TV? This isn't your brother's strong suit." Like, well,
she knew your
talents. He doesn't sit here help to do homework ever.
Oh, my mom. Well, you didn't even finish eating ice cream. I'm sitting there all swollen because we had tuna casserole, and I'd be like, I just can't finish it. I'm having trouble swallowing it. I'd be spitting it up. Then we find out when we're like 14 that I'm allergic to tuna. David has this mint chocolate chip that our mom had to have hand packed. I've got fucking tuna and a goddamn fucking napkin where I'm spitting it out when she's not looking because my throat's swelling, but we don't really know why I can't swallow at that point. Finish that tuna casserole. Oh my god damn it.
Yeah, you hated it. It's so funny. You'd be dying.
This
You'd
shit-
be like, you better finish it. And I'm like, yeah, you better.
Yeah. What a dick.
Like
I've said
this shit. There's no exaggeration. This happened.
well, you were allergic to mushrooms too. I didn't have any food allergy.
Oh yeah, my mom. The same
Sucks.
things would be happening. Dave would be sitting over there, and she'd scoop him up some of that chocolate mousse royale from 31 Flavors.
Yeah.
He's sitting there indulging.
Delightful.
I've got the Salisbury steak with the fucking mushroom dressing. I'm allergic to mushrooms. I'm like, I just don't feel good when I eat this. But she would cook it every 2 weeks. If she was trying to kill me or something. David's got ice cream, 31 Flavors. She's like, you're going to finish that Salisbury steak. I'm like, feeling it myself.
Dying over here.
I swear to God, I swelled up, and I didn't realize
His
it.
throat would be closing, and I'd be like, I got to get dessert.
What you got, Mom?
And that was the worst thing because they would give you you get an allergy shots to kind of make you more immune to those allergies, and my allergy shot was just repeatedly eating the shit I was allergic to. No matter how many times I said this is causing a lot of problems. And I would have I would always have napkins full because I'd be spitting it out because I couldn't swallow it.
Yeah.
Man.
This fucker's eating ice cream and watching TV, and now I got to do math. And
I actually started
vocabulary.
asking if we could have tuna noodle casserole.
What an asshole.
I was like, God, I love it so much. We should have it at least once a week. And he's just like,
And finally, at 14, that's when we found out that they did all these allergy tests, and he's allergic to nothing except your bullshit, like whatever.
well, everything
Weed.
outside I'm allergic to.
Yeah, when it's outside the house, but food, he's in the clear, and they're like, they gave me this entire list of shit. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Everything was on there.
Well, yeah, but I was allergic to cut grass, everything outside. And my dad's like, time to work the baseball fields. I'm just sitting there like crying.
He definitely made you.
He
but
was
you-
making me pay for it. I'm just like, I'm sneezing. I'm covered in hives.
Like,
and he's
you'll get
just
over
like, yeah. I mean, it helped. I got better. I mean, sure, it hurt.
It's exposure therapy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
David also got out of that because you'd have to do the lines where you chuck the lines all the way down. And you knew David did the lines with him and Justin because you'd see the line going out towards the time.
I was drunk.
Looping around. My dad would have to go over there and have to figure out how to make an excuse for what happened.
Yeah, because they go to play a game and they'd be like, why is there a line that clearly is not straight?
The foul ball, the foul fence is here. You got the line 3 feet to the right of it. This is bad. That's why my dad always, whenever he'd see David and I do anything bad, he'd be like, no, that's great. Keep doing it, guys. Because I love walking
very
around
dangerous.
town. Well, I love walking around town. Everybody goes, oh, there he is, Tom Landau, the father of the two assholes.
He is very Dangerfield in that way.
Yeah.
Like when I told his car, he gave me the bill. It was $13,500. And he goes, "This is for you." I'm like, I don't have this kind of. And he goes, "No, I just want you to go to school and let everybody know how proud I am of you."
He'd make unbelievable comments.
But it was just funny. Like, well, even when he had a halo in his head, and he's like clearly in like the worst shape. We'd have a friend come over and be like, "How are you doing?" And he'd be like, "Oh, great. Everything's perfect." I mean, he's like, "I've never felt better in my entire life."
Oh my God.
You mind grabbing those swabs over there and cleaning these fucking nail holes out of my head? There are screws into his head.
Oh my God.
He actually didn't swear, which was rare. He really rarely would. If he swore, he was furious. But
No, but he would be very dry and funny and just be like, "Yeah, could you just like, how is he?" He's like, "I'm great. I'm falling apart like a cheap suit. And my kids are assholes."
oh yes, the cheap suit. My one son, the asshole, and the other one that's going to be cleaning the white walls at the car wash when he grows up. That's what he would always say to us.
I just had a lot of reminders about things that I had.
A lot of red flags.
Yeah, a lot of. Oh yeah. R.I.P. Dad. And I'm sorry. He probably wasn't even that mad when he died. Oh, it's probably like, oh God. You know,
Done with these two assholes.
Now you love this really way too much. Way too much. Really, when you think about it. He's a good father.
Oh, okay.
That's why I want to, that's why I'm a good father to my kid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Put up with a lot of shit.
he did.
Good dad.
Yeah.
Good dads do.
It wasn't the end of the world. Executives.
Sorry.
Executives of an orgasmic meditation wellness company have been accused of sexual misconduct.
What?
Oh, yeah. What were some of the yoga poses customers were asked to do?
Downward doggy style?
Yeah, for sure.
The don't be a hero pose.
It's true.
Yeah.
I would go with the kneeling mouthful.
That's what Dave was doing.
Show the picture right now. Show it.
I'll say lying down because you were drugged.
The Bill Cosby.
I'm going to say child's pose with an actual child. Face down, ass up.
Oh.
That works too.
You got that.
Mountain pose.
Mountain pose.
Wait, like,
Defiled corpse pose.
I like.
Namaste 1,000 feet away from school.
Yes, Derek pose.
That's Derek's pose.
Yeah.
That is, hang on a
His
minute.
luscious, his luscious milkers from yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just voluptuous.
Sweet.
Luscious is beyond. Yeah. By the way, Dave and I, July 2nd and 3rd. Houghton Lake, Michigan, July 2nd. July 3rd, Tawa City, Michigan.
That's right. Come out to the shows. Check out Angela's Horror tomorrow night. She's going to be doing a watch along with the movie Society.
Yeah.
And Garrett, you can check out at a bunch of places.
Quarter Black Garrett. That's where I have my Ezra Miller deep dive. So go check it. It's like 4
watch
videos all the way
Yeah,
down.
go to that because I couldn't really get past this neckerchief.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
We had more info, but
we
Go watch. Yeah,
it's
go
too
watch
much.
that. And then Saturday, I'm going to be in Redford, Michigan, at the Ancient Order of Hibernians Hall. It's a big fundraiser tied in with the Knights of Columbus. And Dave is going to be at Dr. Grin's in Grand Rapids
This weekend, Friday and Saturday.
this weekend. And then Don Jameson,
Yeah.
July 12th.
July 12th at the Funny Bone in Des Moines.
Iowa.
No show next week?
No show next week.
show
We
next
are
week.
off for the 4th of July holiday.
Happy 4th.
Thank you. Happy
Yes.
4th to
Happy
you.
4th.
That's when we celebrate our freedoms we won't soon have.
oh my.